one aim, one transformation, one objective. So I think my objective is I should stick to, building a dream physique, right? A transformation. That's a transformation that you're gonna get from watching this video and watching my channel, right? How to get your dream physique, right? And we're gonna call this whole thing Valiant Physique. I have a logo for it. I'm big on my logos. I'm big on my branding, right? So it's gonna be called Valiant Physique, right? So I just want to drop some tips and drop some, pieces that are really key concepts on like what you guys should do in order to get your dream physique, right? So the first thing that you have to focus on when attaining your dream physique, you have to step back, really look at your body, right? And determine if you need to go into a caloric deficit or go into a caloric surplus, right? A deficit meaning that you need to be below, the daily caloric intake that you should be eating. So let's say if you're at 2,000 calories and you're staying the same. Let's say if you're 150 and you're at 2,000 calories and you're staying the same, basically no weight change at all, that's your maintenance caloric level. So let's say a deficit. What is a deficit? If you want to lose the weight, right, you got to be below that, right? A surplus, if you're skinny, right, and you need to actually gain the weight, right, if you're skinny, you need to gain the weight, you should be over that maintenance caloric level, right? You got to be over that maintenance caloric level, right, to actually gain the weight and put on that muscle for your dream physique, right? So that's the first thing that you should don't start yet, right? Don't start yet, because you have to do two things at once, right? So determine if you should be in a surplus or deficit, and after that, to really sit back and look at your frame, because it's literally crazy, because our bodies are allowed to look any way they want, right? You just have to put in the work for it, right? It's congruent with a whole bunch of things. Your life, you can have the dream life. You can have all the fast cars. You can have all the girls if you're into that, right? If you just want one, you can have your dream girl. You could do whatever you want, right? God has given us the freedom to do whatever we want on this earth. We just have to put the work in for it, right? That's the only caveat, and not half-ass work. Like building your dream physique, it's simple, right? But to do it every single day, it's extremely hard. So sit back and look at your frame, because for guys and for girls, we have a desired physique that you would basically want for guys, right? Everybody knows what that looks like. I put up a picture of myself on there because I've been working on my physique. Like, I've been working out for a while, but really focusing on my physique to what I want it to be. I've been doing it for about, give or take, 2 years, right? And I never really double down on it. I haven't really double down on it, because I'm not tooting my own horn. But if, like, let's say a grandmaster, right? He's always chill. He's always reserved. He's not at his peak potential for, like, for a majority of his mastery status, right? Something happens and then he shows his mastery status. So I think I'm just gonna have to come out the woodworks just to show you guys what a perfect physique is for, obviously, guys. So I'm gonna put my physique up, right? Notice my shoulders, right? My shoulders are broad. I have 3D shoulders, right? And I focus on multiple axes of my shoulders. For my lats, my lats are wide, right? Visible abs could definitely be better, and basically a chest that basically parts from my side abs, right? It basically that part is extremely big. That's for guys, and a narrow waist, and obviously the legs, like working your legs. But mainly when people say that they want like a great physique, they're mainly talking about the upper body, right? So that's for Valiant Physique for guys, and Valiant Physique for girls, right? Like, this video can be an alternative to getting a BBL. You're spending $2 on a BBL. You might as well just watch this YouTube video. It's literally a trade-off, right? You're spending $2 on a BBL. You're wasting your money, right? And it's not even real. And I can notice too, right? For girls, right? Honestly, girls, emphasize your lats just a little bit, because you don't want to be too, like, you don't want to look like me, right? But that'll be a compliment for some of you girls. But for girls, focus on your lats just a little bit to accentuate the hourglass shape, right? Because you want a skinny waist, obviously. You gotta lose the weight for that, but you want wide hips, right? And the thing about like wide hips that seamlessly go into the thighs, and then basically based on your own stature, you have to focus on, and you have to think about how big you want your calves to be. So that's Valiant Physique for her, right? That's Valiant Physique for her, right? So this is the second thing that this is the third thing that you have to do. Like build, like get a template, right? And see what parts of your muscles, or what parts of your muscles that you need to, what parts of your body that you need to fill in order to get that dream physique, right? And just work on those specific muscles, right? Because what a lot of people don't know, I keep saying this example, right? What a lot of people don't know is there are sub muscles to the main muscle, and I'm actually explaining that. I'm gonna break that down. So with your shoulder, right? With your shoulder, you have three major heads, right? You have the anterior, which is the front, you have the lateral, which is the side, and you have the rear, which is the back, right? In order to get that 3D, shape, right? You literally have to work on those specific muscles, right? Let's say if you're one of those guys that has, a big front, right? A medium side and no rear, right? Work on rear the most. Work on rear the most, and then work on the lats, like the lateral side, like second, and don't really focus on the front. Like when people say they go in there and do shoulders, they just do just one workout, right? Like my friend told me I work out like a martial artist, because I just go in there and then I just do literally those muscles, right? And the same thing for the girls, right? Like your backside, right? Your glutes. Like some of you girls, your glutes look extremely weird. Like I don't know what's going on. You gotta watch this video. But if you want your glutes to look a certain way, to have that perfect like C cup look, right? You have to work out, because it's like the top glute, the middle glute, and then the bottom glute, and then you have like the side glutes too, right? Like those are all separate muscles. Figure out what you need to do for your specific build, and do it, and only do that, right? Go in there and just do glutes, but you're gonna end up doing like 6 different workouts, because there's a bunch of subcategories to the main glute, right? For shoulders, there's 3 main subcategories to the main muscle group. So the way I work out, I just go in there and I just do shoulders. I just do 2 workouts for each, right? And I'll talk about the workouts in another video. I just do 2 workouts for each subgroup, and I just go home, and I have a better pump than anybody else in the gym, right? I remember I was working out, right? I was just doing shoulders, right? And this grown man just came up to me. He was like, yo, I'm trying to get like you. And I was like, yo, it's just a lot of dedication, right? It's just, no, I said, you just need to know what you're doing. Like, you just gotta like do very, very specific workouts like this one. And I told him this workout, and he was like, yeah. And then as soon as he approached me, right, going back a little bit, when he approached me, everybody around me stopped what they was doing, and they were just paying attention to what I said. Because if you see how I work out, it looks like I know how to work out. Like if you see me work out, I know how to work out. I've been working out for 17 years, so my workouts are like no bullshit, no nonsense, So let's do a little recap. Identify if you need to be in a caloric surplus or deficit, right? Figure that out. Then figure out what muscles that you need to focus on, right? Specifically to build out that frame, right? Your dream physique. And then actually do the workouts. That's like literally the 3-step process in how you can get your dream physique. If you follow that and you do it long enough, you're going to get your dream physique within, judging from where you're at, like not too many people are over like, weight, but judging from where you're at, you're going to get to your goal within around 6 months. So get your dream physique, guys. it's literally a different life. Like, I'm talking from the other side. Get your dream physique. And if you guys need help counting your calories, right, there's a link in the description. I'll actually help you to do that for free. I can get on a convo with you. We could talk about like your physique goals, right? And I can get on a convo with you, and yeah, you could just get your calories counted for free. There's a certain formula. The formula is easy, right? You could probably search the web for it too. The formula is easy, but there's a lot of other things that you need to take into account. And we could just talk about that. Let's say if you click that link and fill out the form that pops up within 3 seconds of opening the browser, and we'll take it from there. Get your dream physique, guys. I'll see you in the next one.